everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night.
We are so excited that you're here. I'm Kristen.
I'm Stephanie, and we are going to be talking about the top 10 beauty mistakes that women make. And I'm sure it's not you, but you might want to watch just in case you have a friend.
Okay, and if you are really honest and you are making one of these mistakes, it does give you extra entries into our cash drawing that we're doing at the end of the month. So it is a free open space to be honest, and no judgment, right? No judgment.
Judgment-free zone. Judgment-free zone, most definitely.
Oh my gosh. Well, let us know in the comments who invited you tonight, who your Mary Kay Beauty consultant is. We'd love to know where you're tuning in from. And the good news is we can't see you, but you can see us.
Yeah. That is good news, especially since, well, we didn't make any of the mistakes. We didn't purposely come here wrong. The only thing I purposely did is I didn't come with my lipstick on. And I just want to share with everybody really quick, because pink is such a bold, confident color. And when you know, remember that TV show, What Not to Wear? When you know what not to do, you can kind of feel more confident in the skin you're in. And so I have put my eyeglasses on so I can see. But you guys, Mary Kay came back out with our paparazzi pink. Look at this is, I mean, well used, because it came out about 2 years ago. And I just want you to see, because I think sometimes people are scared of this color.
Right. I agree.
That is one little swipe of paparazzi pink. It's a matte. If you want it to look scary in your book, I mean, it's not, but if you want it to be bolder, I would say you're heading to the beach, you're rocking your favorite Lily Pulitzer, you can put it on a little darker, but that's paparazzi pink. And I just want you to all to know that is what to wear, especially if you want to look a little tanner, a little bit brighter, a little bit more sunshiny. And I just had to share that with you because your consultant can get them for you now in limited quantities. So don't wait, especially if you love a good matte lipstick.
Absolutely. And you know, the tip also to know is that bright lipstick makes your teeth look whiter. Okay. I know you really like, yes, girl. So that's a tip. And that's one of the things I love about wearing bright lipstick is that your teeth look whiter. So your beauty consultant has a limit of 5 of these. I know. But we're just so excited that we at least get 5 because this was a top seller. It's been, I mean, people have been like hounding Mary Kay for this to come back. So we're so grateful that it has, but it is for limited quantities. And I want to say this, I think whether you have ivory beige or bronze skin, I think some of my favorite people that rock this color is the dark beige and bronze skin tones. But even if you are the lightest of ivories, it still looks gorgeous. It's the color that really can work for all skin tones. And I think that's one of the reasons it's so popular and at such a high demand.
It is. It is. All right. Well, let's tell them all about what they need to do tonight to get their $5 gift card, you guys, because being on, you are going to qualify for this. So we want to make sure you don't miss out. Now, you don't have the sheet possibly, and that's okay. That's okay. It's all right. Grab a receipt. Grab something nearby that you can doodle on. And take a picture with your phone. Whatever the case may be. And we want you to write down, you know, what is, when we talk about stuff, if you're like, oh, I need that. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm a mom and they stole my brain cells. And so I just have to write it down. I have to remember. And so right there is a wish list. Go ahead and write down those things that you want to remember that you either want to try or maybe you want to buy. All right. And then we've got the 3 Bs that you want to write down.
Yeah. Okay. And so when you write those 3 Bs, we'll tell you at the end what they stand for. But there is an opportunity to double your gift card. And so you'll want to be paying attention because you can apply that to any product order that you make tonight. Okay. You're just going to tell them what they are. They're right there. We'll tell you, you little stinker. Okay.
So win $100 drawing. It's this weekend.
Okay. Well, just for joining us tonight, just know for being on, you're automatically getting put into our $100 cash drawing. So if you haven't already, let us know in the chat who your beauty consultant is, because that is getting you entered. And we are doing the drawing at the end of the month, which we only have a few days left. Okay, so know that. And also, if you watch tonight and you're like, hey, this is so fun, I want to do a booking with my beauty consultant, you do get extra entries if you set up an appointment with her. It can be glamour, it can be skincare, we can send samples, we can do it live. We also have an event coming up this Thursday and Friday. One's called Pampering in Your PJs, the other one is called Multi-Masking, and those count towards booking, okay? But also an extra entry into the cash drawing. So you can book, you can buy products tonight. Both those get you extra entries. Or you could be curious about becoming a consultant. Now, this doesn't mean you have to do Mary Kay or anything like that, but if just by asking questions to your consultant and agreeing to come to a quick call with 5 questions, we're going to double your gift card because it helps her with her training. And your consultant is getting extra credit for you helping her with her training. So no strings attached, just 5 curious questions and you'll be set up for success. Hey, oh, Jessica Julie is a wonderful consultant. Scott, you're so blessed to have her. So thank you for being on.
Yes, okay. And comment queen, Kristen, we should tell them about that because that's an extra entry.
Yeah.
$100 cash line.
Yeah.
So you guys, basically it is what it's called, comment queen. So just type it up, comment away. Make sure you tag your consultant if you have not already. And I'm curious about something. I love the word curious because it makes you not look so nosy, right? I'm curious. I want to know where you're from. So if you're a guest tonight, make sure you tag your consultant. Let us know where you're from because Kristen's in Georgia. I'm in Michigan, and I am having so much fun working Mary Kay virtually. Now, I mean, I've been in business 20 years, and doing it this way is so much fun because we get to work together, and otherwise we wouldn't get to do that on a regular basis. So where are you from? Let us know in the chat, and we're going to just, go ahead and tell you about all the mistakes that your friends are making, and you're going to be able to help them based on what the experts have told you, right? We're experts, I guess.
Hey, yes, we are. Okay, so let's start up with number 1.
Number 1.
She's going to have it. Yes, wearing the wrong foundation shade. Okay, so let me just paint the picture. This is not you, I'm sure, but this might be someone you work with, someone in your family, where it is like maybe Alaska up here, Hawaii down here, or vice versa, okay? Where really dark foundation and then you can see the line, okay? I've seen it both ways, where the face is really light and the neck is really dark, and I've seen it where the face is really dark and the neck is very light. Let us know in the comment if you already know someone in your life. You don't have to say who they are, please, okay? But
we're in high school, everyone you went to high school with.
Okay, so fun fact, you guys, is that most women are wearing the wrong foundation shade. Like, that is the truth because they don't realize how to find the match.
They're matching it.
I know. Or you're going through a grocery store, a department store, trying to look at the shelf and find your foundation shade. I mean, that is difficult. So one of the perks of having a Mary Kay beauty consultant, and we have this incredible thing we can do with you virtually through asking questions that is literally like 99.9% accurate in us finding your foundation shade. It is incredible. It's a free service that we offer. And so we can find your color, but the second part of your foundation is what type of foundation is best for you. We have lots of different types of foundations, okay? So know that. Look at you, I know, right there, ready to go. So CC cream, you'll see her holding up. This is the color corrective cream. This is very lightweight. It has an SPF. It's really what I wear in the summer. That's what I have on right now. If you are not a foundation person, you will absolutely like this color. Yes, girls in high school have a dark face. It stopped at the jawline. I know. Okay, totally agree. And we also have a matte and a luminous foundation. It's going to give you a little bit more coverage. Again, this comes in multiple different shades, from light ivory to the dark bronze. And so what's beautiful is we can find the perfect shade for you. We also have mineral powders, pressed powders, translucent powders. And so really step 1 is deciding the type of foundation coverage you want. And then step 2 is which color is best for you. All of our products in Mary Kay are backed by 100% satisfaction guarantee. And some people like to layer the CC cream with the matte foundation, or the matte foundation with the mineral powder. And so your beauty consultant can hook you up. Now, no matter what your nationality is, let me tell you this, you are at least 2 foundation shades throughout the year. I know. 1 in the summer, 1 in the winter, okay? And depending on your sun exposure, for example, I went to Mexico 2 weeks ago and I realized, whoa, I got a lot more tan. And so I had to adjust my color. And so those free foundation checks, like the checkup with your Mary Kay consultant, is free. It's complimentary. So that's definitely a perk.
And I have 3 different shades throughout the year. And you guys, I have a wardrobe of foundation. So I have 2 different mineral powders, 3 different CC creams, and 3 different time-wise 3D foundations, plus some are matte and some are luminous, because being that I have dry skin, you know, sometimes I want to look a little glowy and sometimes I want to have that matte blue steel kind of supermodel look.
I love it. I love it. So you guys just know if you're already like, oh dear Lord, I can't use that many foundations, I need to keep it simple, sweetie. That's one of the things your beauty consultant helps you with, okay? But I will tell you, foundation evens out your skin tone. It also protects your skin from the environment. And when women tell me like, oh, I hate foundation, I'm not wearing foundation, it's most likely because you've been never taught how to find the right foundation and which formulation type of foundation is best for you. And when you do, you will love it. It won't feel like anything is on, and you will get so many compliments of how even your skin is. And most people will probably tell you you look younger, and you won't want to go anywhere without it.
Yeah. You know what else I love about our foundation is they're transfer resistant. And so that's the other thing people hate foundation for, right? Is like they went and tried on something after somebody tried it on in the store and they're like, oh, it's all over. It's transfer resistant. Now, it's not super glue on your face, but you're less likely to make a fool of yourself using our foundation.
Exactly. All right. Well, we've had lots of feedback. People totally agree that they know someone in their life that
yes,
has the line that didn't blend, baby, blend.
Right.
So maybe that's someone that you can invite to your booking with your beauty consultant, and we can, like, you know, casually help her out with that. Just saying. Okay. Number 2, Steph. What's number 2?
Number 2 is using concealer instead of under eye corrector under your eyes. So here's the thing, you guys. Concealer is not foundation. It is meant to conceal, otherwise known as hide, right? Mm-hmm. And so concealer is tackier than foundation. It's thicker than foundation. It's meant for spots. But the thing is, because it's thicker, that's the last thing you want caking up under this area that can often look crepey. Your eyes are the first place, aside from your neck and your hands, but I would probably be willing to bet the first place to show signs of aging. And so our under eye corrector looks just like foundation, or not foundation, concealer. The difference is that it's got a peach hue, and it's really kind of hard to see probably. It's really subtle peach, but it's got a peach hue and it's got light crystals in it. And so the reason why this peach is so phenomenal is because most under eye circles are blue-ish purple, purplish blue. And if you go back to preschool and you bust out, I don't really remember this from preschool, you call it your color wheel, they would have like yellow cancels out blue, purple cancels out, orange, blue, purple, yellow. Okay. Yeah. So because this is peach, it's orange and yellow. So it's that ish, right? And so you just take a little bit, okay, you put it underneath there, and you would use a brush or you would use a sponge, okay? And you just tap this in. You don't really want it to go outside of wherever the dark circle is. I'm literally doing this basically blind because I have no mirror in front of me, guys, and the screen is backwards to me. Okay.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Just patting that in, and yes, I already have some on, but this is another trick with this. Do this after you put on all your foundation, or not foundation, or your eyeshadow even. Look at the difference. I already have on, but the light crystals just bounce off. And you can mix it with concealer just in case, or your foundation in case. Maybe the orange, if you're really, really light, the orange or the peach might look orange. And if you're very bronze, it might look too light. So it's okay to mix it 50-50, but don't just go straight concealer underneath your eyes. It's not going to help you look any younger, sister. I promise. So just trust us.
Totally agree. So on my hand here, you'll see this is actually my concealer shade, the darker one. Okay. And then this lighter one that looks like you're like, oh my gosh, it's so light. That's the under eye corrector. And so for me personally, I mix them together and I love it. And you might get the under eye corrector and be like, oh my gosh, girl, this is not my color. It actually works for all skin tones, even if you don't mix it. But if you're someone that has dark eye circles, if you're someone that people tell you constantly you look tired, well, number 1, you need our eye cream, but number 2, you need the under eye corrector. Like, it will change your makeup game.
I literally can't believe this.
Yeah, you look great. And you look like that without a mirror, which is very fantastic. Okay. So talk to your consultant. And here's what's so great is once you have your correct foundation shade, you know your correct concealer shade. And your consultant can hook you up with that under eye corrector. And it's so affordable. They're so wonderful. They're so easy to apply. This is my concealer and my under eye corrector both. I do not go home. I do not leave my home or go anywhere without these two things as game changer. All right, Steph, number 3.
I wouldn't leave home without, I wouldn't go to the grocery store without under eye corrector. Or this.
Yes. Okay. So if you've ever heard that your hair shapes your face, your brows shape your eyes. So one of the easiest things to do just to look your best is to step up your brow game, okay? Brows are important to your face. And I have found lately that some people just either are like overdoing the brows or they are completely forgetting the brows. So Steph, I'm excited for you to share because I know you love brows. I love brows too. Do you use the brow pencil or do you use the volumizing brow tint?
No, honestly, I use the pencil more often. I know the brow tint, they're both, they both can be really fast. It just depends on what you want. Yeah. I was a teen in the 90s. And in the 90s, we didn't know we were going to need our eyebrows back. Who else was a teen in the 90s, over tweezed, like when you do the whole, like, your eyebrows should be here and here and here. Yeah. You're like, I'm missing about an inch of eyebrow. Okay. But this is easy. And look how tiny this tip is. You guys, I had a manager when I worked at Bath & Body Works in college. I already have some on, but you know what? I've already challenged myself. Let's do it. And I had a manager at Bath & Body Works, and she drew her eyebrows on, you know, and I think many of us have nightmares about we're going to look like that lady, that person, that grandma. And I think that this, it's so thin, you don't have to look like that. And you can always brush it out with the brush we have. But I'll just add a little more. Look at the difference. Again, I already had some in, but how I remember how you do the strokes, we were talking about this the other day. It is short. If you see this in the front, longer in the back, it's like a mullet. It's party in the front or business in the front with your short strokes and a party in the back down here with a little bit longer strokes. And it's easy. Now with the tint, it's going to give more volume. This one gives more definition. So it really just depends on what you want. And there's lots of different shades. Tip for y'all, the brunette tint is really more of an auburn. So if you have brown hair like mine, you probably would be more like a dark blonde. Or if your hair is darker like Kristen's, you would be more of a deep brunette. You would not be a regular brunette because that's more for a redhead. Yeah. I really kind of wish it wasn't called brunette, but it is.
I know. So I have the darker brunette, like the darker on, and all I have on is the brow tint, okay? So I have a little bit more of a brow than Stephanie does, okay? But I did over tweeze, but all I have on is the brow tint, and it literally took me like 2 seconds, you guys, and that's what I love about it. So here's the brow tint. You can see the wand here. It just creates little hair strokes. So all I did was go boop, boop, boop. And here's what I like about the brow tint, you guys, is that it actually almost acts as like a brow gel too. And it keeps my brows in place. I have thick hair. My brows can get out of control. And so if you fit into that category, the brow tint is your friend. And your consultant can look at your hair color and look at your brows and say, this is the pencil or the tint that would be best for you.
And if you want the ultimate brow, wear both.
Yes.
Literally. You will not go wrong doing both. I promise you.
Yeah. All right. I think we're ready for the next mistake.
Yeah. Well, it's leaving your house without your bottoms. I mean, I don't leave my house without my brows. I sure don't leave my house without my bottoms. And while it doesn't look like it tremendously because I don't, it's been a day, you guys. It's been a full day. This means, and literally, this is my makeup. So don't judge what it looks like because I'm literally using mine. But don't leave without the bottom done. Okay, you guys, when I was in my youth, I did this thing again in the 90s, the things we did in the 90s, where I only lined the bottom. Okay, so when we say don't leave the house with the bottoms, we don't mean only the bottoms. You got to have a top on too. But when you put all that weight down there, it pulls your eyes down. You look more fatigued. When you put it on top, it is a little bit more of a flirty look. You don't necessarily have to fully line. As you can see, I didn't fully line underneath. You could just put mascara underneath. That would be fine. But you want your lashes. Okay, let me start over. The point of eyeliner is to make your lashes look thicker, fuller, and therefore opens your eyes more because your eyes are the windows to your soul. I had a girlfriend, Mary Kay, who since passed, and she always said, ladies, we want the attention here, not here. here, not here. And so you want to bring everyone's attention to your eyes. So putting a little bit on the bottom, whether it's eyeliner and or mascara, is the trick to get your eyes looking bigger and to allow people to see the window to your soul.
I love it. I love it. And I think it's so funny. You pulled up the deep brown eyeliner. That's what I'm also
using. Favorite.
It's my favorite. We have a black, but I also think like switching up your eyeliner can switch up your look with just one little product. And the thing about our liners that I love is that they are water resistant. They come off easy with our oil-free eye makeup remover, but the sharpener at the end, oh my gosh, it just makes it so easy. So I would recommend having at least 2 different eyeliner options. For me, I actually prefer the steely, it's like a gray, and the brown more than even black, because black can be pretty harsh on some skin tones. But I think it's up to you. So talk to your beauty consultant, and I want to challenge you to bump up your eyeliner game and have at least 2 different colors. All right.
I remember the first time I read something, saw something, it was like, wear deep brown. It was like a suggestion for me. And I was so offended. I was like, I would never wear brown eyeliner. And then I tried it. And now I am hard pressed to be found. I don't wear steely anymore. That used to be my color. But this brown, I'm telling you, it is so, it's life. I'm just going to say it. It's life.
Okay. It is. I agree. It's my number 1 too. But when I get bored and you want to switch it up, have a second option. Or sometimes if you have real dramatic eyes and you don't feel as confident with your eye makeup, a black eyeliner automatically makes things more dramatic. And so that is a wonderful option as well too.
Throw one on your eyes, and if they have a happy hour at work, throw black on and you just change your whole look for cheap. I love it. Totally. Another thing you don't want to leave the house without, Kristen, you don't want to skip your primers.
You don't want to skip your primers. And I will tell you, there's a lot of women that just, I don't want to use the word lazy because I feel like that's not very nice. They don't see or understand the investment in primers because they've never used them or they've never used Mary Kay's primers. Okay. So one of my favorites.
Is it like people who don't use Spanx? Like they don't really appreciate it until they use it.
Very true. Yes. And then you use Spanx, and it changes your life, especially if you have one of those dresses that, you know, you need the Spanx. Okay. Yeah. So I told you I had the CC cream on, but I do have the foundation primer underneath it. It's like the spackle for your face. It extends your foundation no matter what type over 8 hours. If you do have large pores, it reduces your pore size. It is one of my favorites. It also has an SPF 15 in it. And I have a hard time with my son putting on sunblock on his face. He does not like it, but we live on a lake. He's outside every day. I get him to get this foundation primer on, and it's so gentle on his face. He's 5. It's one of my favorites. And so even if you're not a foundation person, if we haven't convinced you of that, if you work out in the yard, if you walk every day, you want to have a primer on because it protects your skin. So it extends foundation wear, but also protects your skin. It acts as that veil of defense. So I love the foundation primer. The other primer that I will tell you that I noticed I really needed when I hit 40 was the age-fighting lip primer. I never had this problem before, and my mom told me about this problem, and I'm like, oh no, that's not me. I noticed as I got older, more mature, my lipstick would bleed more than it never bled before. And so what I love about the age-fighting lip primer is it's clear. I put it on before my lipstick, before my lip liner, and it literally keeps my lipstick in place all day. It's amazing. So if you are someone that has a hard time with your lip line, like things sliding, working around on the top or the bottom, this lip primer will change your life. It's so easy to apply. You can do it just in the morning or when you reapply your lipstick later in the day. It'll change your life. And
anti-aging, people.
Oh, yeah, it does have anti-aging in it. Yeah, for sure. So that's another thing. And lines and wrinkles around the mouth, that's a commonplace. And then also, you guys, our lash primer, okay? This lash primer also is great for young girls that maybe you don't want to use mascara yet. It's like a clear mascara, but also it extends your lashes. It's incredible. It's called our lash primer. It's one of my favorite products that I highly suggest. So that's my thought on primers. Steph, I know I didn't want to take the microphone away from you, so you
fine.
Well, but I'm
love
obsessed with primers. I cannot live without them.
Well, and I think that the biggest primer where you really get to like see the difference is the eye primer, you guys. And if you use our eye primer, first of all, it's like, I wish I had the tube nearby. I forgot to grab it. It's about yay big. You just need a yay little bit. You put your eyeshadow on. It stays in place. It makes it like water resistant. It's not going to crease. It's not going to turn into a funky color when you originally put on 3. Now it's like one funky glob. And it pulls out the true pigment of the foundation or of the eyeshadow, so you don't use up as much product. So what a great thing. It's a small investment to be able to not use up as much product when you're putting on those colors. So your purples look like a real purple, not a muted brown, right? It's so fantastic. So if you haven't tried our eye primer, it is maybe the starter for you because it's visible proof of all the greatness that comes with the other primers as well. Don't miss it.
Absolutely. So if you are someone that has like creases in your eyeshadow, I know I have that problem when I don't use the primer. Yeah, the eye primer will change your life. I 100% agree. All right. No. I think we're ready for the next one.
Ooh. Yeah. It's not cleaning your brushes. And you guys, I know it's a pain. And so I'm just going to be very real with you. I don't like cleaning my brushes on the regular, but you know what I hate more is the little white bumps that can come when you aren't using clean brushes, because basically you're putting bacteria on your skin. And so I'm going to just tell you one trick that I do. Are you ready for the trick? I have multiples of these. Look how gross my brush is. I grabbed the dirtiest foundation brush I could find. I have 4 or 5 of these. This is a new one I just pulled out of my foundation brush. Not quite as muddy, but getting there. And then, believe it or not, this is a clean cheek brush. I have multiples of each brush so that I don't have to keep using the same brush all week long. And at the end of the week, if I had a busy week and I don't feel like cleaning my brushes, I'm going to be okay. So you can either clean your brushes like you're supposed to, or you can buy multiple brushes. Now, a lot of times people ask, what should I use to clean my brushes? Well, a really easy thing is our brush cleaner. It's $10. You just spray it. That's more for maintenance, right? Like I put on a light eyeshadow and I have one brush and now I want to use a darker eyeshadow. So you'd spray it, rub it on a towel, clean it out. There's a little alcohol in it so it dries like presto changeo. But as far as really a good clean, I don't recommend that for a good clean, okay? Or if you ever find yourself sharing a brush with someone, you know, maybe you have a teenager who's stealing your makeup brushes, you want to get a good clean. And so I use my Mary Kay cleanser. I figure it takes the makeup off my face. Or even our micellar water is great for cleaning out our brushes. I use the Time-Wise bar. A lot of times too, I'll just sit that in the sink in the dish it comes in. I'll run my brushes over it and just work it out. Biggest tip I want to tell you though, friends, do not ever put your brushes like this to dry. They have to sit like this or they have to be like this because you don't want the water to drip down in here and come into the handle and then they become unglued. And the reality is all of our brushes come with a guarantee, but like you'll know deep in your heart it was your own fault. So just do the right thing and lay it flat, put it upside down, but you want to make sure you give them time to dry and keep them clean. Keep it clean, people. Keep it clean.
Yes. So hopefully you learn from her. If you know you're lazy about cleaning your brushes, just make the investment of having extras. It's not an expensive thing to have extras, but also, of course, just make that commitment to clean them because it will make such a difference. So you'll see here, lots of people, multiple sets. And because our brushes are so affordable, they're not like other brushes out in the market as far as they are less expensive, but they're higher quality. And it makes it so feasible to be able to have multiples. Yeah. Okay, let's do this.
All right, up next.
All right, using the sun to tan. Okay. Oh, guys, the sun is the #1 ager of your skin. And I know you guys know that. Of course, we hear everything with sun damage, skin cancer, all that can happen with that. And so, of course, with our skincare and our day cream, we do have an SPF 30. Of course, our primer has an SPF 15. But one of the best products that I feel like we just don't talk enough about is our subtle tanning lotion with Mary Kay. I am obsessed with this. It does not turn you orange. It is subtle. It is buildable. And I don't know about you, but I have been out in the sun. So sometimes I have like weird tan lines. Like I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And this will help reduce the awkwardness of tan lines that you are not excited about. Okay. I love this product. It's like a light coconut scent to me. How would you describe it, Steph?
Vacation in a bottle.
Yes. Yes. So if you back in the day had a terrible experience with sunless tanning lotion, let us know in the chat. I know I did. It was like my hand, like you could see it on my hands, my knuckles, my ankles. It was so awkward. I looked orange. That will not be the case with this. It is buildable. So if you're looking to go from like ivory to dark bronze beauty overnight, it's not going to be that dramatic. It is subtle, which I think is better because you don't see the mess ups as easy.
Yeah. Well, and it allows for you to not have to be like, I just hate the inconvenience of like, oh, you have to have taken a shower and exfoliated perfectly. And after you put it on, you have to walk around naked for an hour and then you can't touch anything. Okay.
Or it's taking your clothes. Like
Won't sit either because it'll stain everything. So now, like, literally, you just have to walk around naked. No, you guys, that's not what ours does. Rub it in. Of course, yes, you should wash your hands. Of course, yes, you should exfoliate ahead of time. But if you forget, if you're in a hurry, it is so forgiving. This is the forgiveness tanner. Yes. And it's great to use on your face too. It's not necessarily made for your face, but I don't know about you guys, but I think I look better when I'm tan. I'll just say.
Oh, for sure. I think we look skinnier when we're tan. I mean, what is that like what do they say? It's like fat skin looks better tan. What is the saying? There's like an official saying for it, but it's true.
I am a better person when I have a tan.
Yeah. Totally get it. Subtle tanning lotion. Let us know if you use it, if you try it, what you love about it. It is 100% satisfaction guarantee. You will, people are already saying, I love it. I love it. Yes. So important. Okay. All right. Oh, you use it with a brush on your face, Montana. Yes. That's
a great idea.
That is a great idea.
One more brush I need.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Most definitely. Definitely.
Okay, that's a great way to say it. Deidre said the skin looks healthier tanned. Yes, I do. I like that. That's great. Okay. All right. I think we're ready for the next one.
All right. The next one, you guys. Okay. So I'll say it. I'll be the one that says it because
say it.
It's failure to finish. So first I talk about not wearing your bottoms. Now I got to talk about you can't finish. What do I mean? Well, let me tell you what I mean. I mean, don't just put on your makeup and run out the door. You want that stuff that you took a few minutes to do it. Even if it's 5 minutes, you wanted to have staying power. You want to look flawless. You want to be ready if you got interviewed at 6 o'clock, walking out of the grocery store after a long day at work, and the news is in there in your face with a microphone and a camera asking you questions. You want to be ready, right? Well, let me tell you how you do that. 2 things. Number 1, our translucent powder. This is HD ready. That's what I mean by the news is in your face. It is so finely milled. I like to show people a magic trick. Are you ready, Kristen?
I'm ready. Yeah.
I wish I could disappear behind it. It's like smoke. It's so finely milled. So it's for all skin colors, skin types. It doesn't settle into your creases, and it just gives you a flawless finish. If you're oily, you're going to love it. If you're not oily, you're going to love it. Everybody needs that. And then our finishing spray. This is by Scandinavia, you guys. It's incredible. It stops sweat too. Yeah. So feel free to use it in some spots where it might be a little uncomfortable. Okay, but you shake. All you have to do is shake it. Now, if you're putting it on before you walk out the door, you haven't put on your mascara yet. Make sure you only make this mistake once and then you'll never do it again because of how bad it is. But you spray it in an Xfinity, and you can use this throughout the day as well. Like you can throw it in your purse because it's small enough. And if you're feeling a little unfresh in the sense of you want to revive your look, you want to look like after lunch you're not as asleep as you are while your Starbucks kicks in, so does your Scandinavia spray. So this is our finishing spray, and it's wonderful. And it feels refreshing. It smells wonderful. Nothing real strong, but like just refreshing.
Yeah. I love that you're so passionate about this because so am I. I absolutely use our translucent powder every day. I actually put it underneath my eyes. I feel like the concealer and also the under eye corrector even lasts longer. But with the finishing spray, I live in Georgia. I think Stephanie told you at the beginning. It's a really humid right now. It's like it's gonna be 100 degrees this weekend, which I know for some of you are like, that's not that hot. I live here, but it's a humid. It's very sticky right now, and I have very oily skin. And so I love the finishing spray because I feel like it holds my makeup in place right along with that translucent powder. So if you do live somewhere that's very humid or sticky, I do think that this will change your life. And you'll notice you don't have to touch up your makeup as much.
Yes. And one other tip, you guys, I'm going to just tell you this really quick because it's wedding season, right? Summer, oftentimes, especially in Michigan, like we do everything in 3 months. Like if you want to get married, move, anything that involves the out of doors, you do that in about 3 months. Because then you got football season on college football on the other side. And then you got, who knows with our springs. So 3 months. And so the thing is you're sweating buckets. We have a lot of humidity here too. If you put on your foundation primer and then your eye primer, use the finishing spray, then put on the rest of your makeup. And before your mascara, do it one more time. It's almost like you seal everything together, but without feeling like you can't breathe. That's why people, I think, sometimes don't like wearing makeup is because they feel like it's cakey and it's heavy and you can't breathe. Adding these extra things, sometimes they just make added magic. It's not going to make it so your skin can't breathe or do the things you want it to do. If anything, it can benefit you tremendously. Tons.
Agreed. Yes. Okay, Steph.
Saving the best for last.
The best, saving the best for last.
I'm guessing you guys have really long wish lists because I have a long list. I mean, like, could you even afford yourself, Kristen?
I am expensive. Yeah.
I have a whole tray of stuff. I'm like, this is barely anything. The other day I put all my lipsticks in one drawer and I'm not even as much of a lipstick person as you are. And I was like, I threw away 10 maybe. And then I'm like, this is overwhelming. Well, this is what you need to know, guys. Last tip.
Yeah.
Big mistake. Huge.
Big mistake.
Like, pretty woman. Huge. Big mistake.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. Here's what's so beautiful is that when you book a party, remember the B's, the 3 B's, the book, the buy, the be curious. When you book a party, you can get a tremendous amount of product at a discount and for free. And so we just want you to connect with your beauty consultant because she has an amazing hostess program going on right now. And we don't want you to pay full price. We want you to get a great deal. We want you to book that fun pampering session virtually or even in person with her because it allows you not to pay full price. So you can get more quality products. You can get everything on your wish list and then some as well. But also know that if you're like, hey, this looks like so much fun. Like I really would like to do something like Mary Kay. You might be thinking I have no experience with cosmetics or running a business. Don't worry, we teach you. But one of the perks of saying, hey, I want to become a consultant is you do buy everything personally for yourself at half price. I know. And we also make a 50% commission as a beauty consultant. And we tell you that because we want to be honest because it's a great deal to be able to buy everything at half price. And that's why we can justify using Mary Kay head to toe and having a million different lipstick shades and all different sorts of products that we love because we feel better by using them, but also because we are getting them at half price. Yes. So I love our discount.
You know what I was
a customer.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You know what I always tell people? 2 things. Number 1, to book with your friends, it's okay to use your friends. Okay. In this case, it's okay to use your friends because it's for a good cause. It's for you to save money. And so people sometimes like, I don't know if I want to include my friends. Use your friends. It's okay. Because the reality is it's silly not to get a discount on these products. You know, every few months, new products come out in Mary Kay. It would make so much sense to be a hostess. If Mary Kay's not for you, that's fine. Be a hostess every few months and get refills at a discount. I promise you that is a great schedule to be on. And then as far as saving 50%, Kristen, I will tell you now that both of us are over 40, I think my saving grace, and you probably feel the same way, tell me if I'm wrong, is the fact that being that we get our products at half price, being that you've been Mary Kay for 15 years, I've been Mary Kay for 20 years. So we started when we were younger. We've like kept ourselves looking really good because Facebook didn't exist per se when I was in college. And now that I see some people I went to high school and college with, I'm beyond grateful that I learned how to wash my face at 23 because I didn't even wash my face before that. And then I watched people and they helped me learn how to apply makeup. And you guys literally copied the right cat. And that's how I learned. But getting it at half price, I'm like, oh, what does this do? I might as well try it because it's half price. And then I'm like, 5 years old. It's magic.
It is. It is magic. And it's so fun, you guys, to be a part of this company that is all about women living their faith first, family second, career third, empowering women. It's a positive community of people that you get to do life with, but also, of course, have that access to that half price. And I guess the excuse to use Mary Kay head to toe because you look better, you feel better, and you're getting it at an awesome deal. So I think we covered all
10.
All 10. So let's go back to this. Okay, so remember the 3 Bs. Remember that wish list. You want to text your wish list to your consultant. We want to know of the 3 Bs, you can be more than 1 B, which one you are. So if you'll message your beauty consultant and let her know. If you want to buy products, okay, we'd love to have you be a customer. If you're ready to book, so you don't have to pay full price, okay, or number 3, if you want to be curious and just hear more about the Mary Kay opportunity. You're like, okay, tell me more about how I can get everything at half price. So let her know of the 3 Bs, which ones you are, okay, buy, book, or become a consultant, and let her know that. And just know that if you are curious about helping her out, we have an amazing Q&A session happening tomorrow at 8:30. And by asking 5 curious questions, of course, that gets you more entries into that $100 cash drawing. And it's live on a conference call with other people. No one can see you. You can ask the questions. And it's really awesome just to hear what people ask and to learn more. But most importantly, it helps your beauty consultant with her training.
Yes. And if you send her that list tonight, before the hour is up, well, 1 hour from now, you are going to double when you say that you are going to be on that Wednesday night call, or you want to just talk to her one-on-one and ask her those 5 curious questions. You're going to double your $5 gift card to $10 on top of our already amazing deal that we're going to be offering tonight, which is our deal right here. So when you spend $50 or more, you're going to get half off any one of these incredible products, including, do you see that, friends? We've got foundation primer, eye primer, lip primer, finishing spray, all on the list. Oh, you know what, Kristen? I think I did forget one. We forgot to say exfoliate your lips before you put on lipstick.
Oh, good. Which is this which this time of year, my lips get more chapped. I think it's because of being out in the sun. I've just noticed that this time and winter. So our satin lips are amazing. It's a butter balm and a sugar scrub for your lips. It gives you more kissable lips. It exfoliates your lipstick, lip liner, even your primer will go on better with this set. So we forgot that one.
I know. That was such a good one, you guys. So somebody didn't call me out for only having 9. That was our 10th. So we did it a little wrong. But yeah, you want to do that. And if you're like, but I have no one to kiss, you want to be ready. Just in case drive-by kissing that happens. You want your lips looking good, feeling good.
Absolutely. Well, y'all, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Steph, do you want to put that half price thing back up when they spend so you guys can see this, because this is a really good deal. We're giving you our cost on these things. You get one item of your choice with every $50 you purchase, okay? So obviously the more you purchase, the bigger your discount is. So take a picture with your phone if you can. Screenshot this if you're on your phone. You can remember.
Yeah, so if you spend like $150, you could get 3 things at half price. So buy more, save more, my friends. And one more thing I want to say, guys, next week, join us here, Tuesday. Again, we are playing new product bingo. We are going to be giving you a sneak peek into new products that are coming out next month. And we're going to be playing a fun game where you can win some prizes. So be sure to join us at 8:30 right here so that you can play new product bingo with us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be so much fun. All right, y'all, connect with your beauty consultant. We want you in that cash drawing, and we'll be doing the drawing at the end of July. Oh, look at that bingo. That's so fun.
I'm ready for next week.
All right, y'all. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.